Dear children, it is a continuation of the chapter triangles. Now let us start the exercise 2. The first question is, in an isosceles triangle ABC with AB equals AC, the bisectors of angle B and angle C intersect each other at O. Join A to O. Show that OB equals OC, that is the first one, and AO bisects angle A. That is to be proved here. It is given that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB equals AC. We have to prove that OB equals OC and also AO bisects angle A. First let us take the solution. Given that in triangle ABC, here what is given? AB equals AC and angle BO is a bisector of the angle B and CO is the bisector of the angle C. So you write BO is the bisector of angle B. Therefore you can write angle ABO equals angle OBC, and also CO is the bisector of angle C. Therefore you can write angle OCB equals angle ACO. Consider this is the first one, this is second one, this is third one. Or also you can take these two are second one. Now here what you have to show? First we have to show that OB equals OC. To prove OB equals OC, and you know that here in triangle ABC, as AB equals AC, the angles opposite to AB and AC must be equal. Angles opposite the equal sides are equal. Therefore, you can write angle ABC equals angle ACB. Angle ABC equals angle ACB, because here it is given that AB is equals to AC. Now angle ABC is equals to angle ACB, and these two are equal and these two are equal, that is from 2. So you can write all the 4 parts are equal here, also of equals are equal. Therefore you consider this is the third one. Therefore from second and third, here what is the reason you can give? Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Equal sides are equal, you write. So as angle ABC equals angle ACB, and also here ABO and OBC are equal, that is the angle ABC is bisected by BO, and also angle ACB is bisected by CO. Therefore the two parts ACO and OCB are equal. Here we have taken that one. Therefore from second and third, what you can write? From second and third, what you can write? All the 4 halves are equal. Angle ABO equals angle OBC equals angle OCB and also equals angle ACO. So all the 4 halves are equal. Therefore you can say that angle, that is angle in triangle, you take that is the fourth one. Therefore in triangle OBC, you can write here as, also you write angle OBC equals angle OCB, you got. Angle OBC equals angle OCB, you got. That is from fourth. from fourth. So the equal angles are there in triangle OBC. OBC and OCB are equal angles. Therefore, the sides opposite to the angle OBC and angle OCB must be equal. So you can write OB equals OC. That is, sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Equal angles are equal. Equal angles are equal. And also you write in triangle ABC, AO bisects angle A that you have to show. To prove that, we have to take the triangle AOB and triangle AOC, and we have to show that they are congruent, and the angles OAB and OAC becomes equal according to CPCT. As they are equal means you can say that angle A, that is the angle BAC, is bisected by AO. So you write, then next one, in triangle ABO and triangle ACO, you write the equal part. AB equals AC, that is given, that is from first. AB equals AC, and also you proved BO equals OC, that is proved. And also you can take AO equals AO, that is the common side. AO equals AO common side. AO equal AO common side. So according to SSS congruence rule, you can write that triangle ABO is congruent to triangle ACO. Therefore, what you got? Triangle ABO is congruent to triangle ACO. You write that one. Therefore, triangle ABO is congruent to triangle ACO. According to which congruence rule? Side. Here 3 pairs of sides are there. So you write which congruence rule? According to SSS congruence rule. SSS congruence rule. As these two triangles are congruent, you can write that angle OAB must be equals to angle OAC. Angle OAB equals angle OAC. Angle OAB equals angle OAC. Here they are the angle made by the line segment AO. Here these two are the angles made by the side AO or the line segment AO. Therefore, you can say that the angle BAC is bisected by the AO. AO is the bisector of the angle A, that you have to show here. What you have to show? We have to show that AO is the AO bisects angle A. AO is the bisector of the angle A. It is AO bisects angle A. Therefore, you write, therefore AO bisects angle A. Angle A means that is the angle BAC. Angle BAC here. In this way, got the proof. Now the second question. What is that question? In triangle ABC, AD is perpendicular bisector of BC. Show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equals AC. It is given that in triangle ABC, AD is a perpendicular bisector of BC. Means D is a midpoint of BC and angle ADB and angle ADC are 90-degree angles. And we have to show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with side AB equals AC. So here we have to take the triangle ABD and triangle ACD, and we have to show that they are congruent to each other. And if they are congruent, then AB and AC are the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles and they must be equal. So now you take here solution. Given that in triangle ABC, AD perpendicular to BC and BD equals DC. AD is a perpendicular bisector of BC, means AD is perpendicular to BC, BD is equals to DC, D becomes the midpoint. So consider this is the first one. Now you write the names of the triangle ADB and triangle ADC. In triangle ADB and triangle ADC, here BD equals DC and AD equals AD, they are the common sides, and angle ADB is equals to angle ADC. Right? First BD equals DC. BD equals DC or BD equals CD, right? That is from first. That is given from first. And angle ADB is equals to angle ADC. Both are equals to 90 degree. That is also from first only. That is also given because AD perpendicular to BC. So you can write also given that AD perpendicular to BC and AD equals AD, common side. AD is a side of both the triangle, so you write it is a common side. Therefore you can write that therefore triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC. So according to which congruence rule? Here we proved triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So that is side angle side. So write SAS congruence rule. SAS congruence rule. And as they are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal, then you can say that AB is equals to AC. Therefore, AB is equals to AC. Reason you can write CPCT. So what is the reason? Reason is CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle with AB equals AC. With AB equals AC. Now the third question. ABC is an isosceles triangle in which altitudes BE and CF are drawn to equal sides AC and AB respectively. Show that these altitudes are equal. Which are the altitudes? BE and CF are the altitudes. We have to prove that they are equal. Now you take the triangle ABE and triangle ACF and prove that they are congruent. If you prove that they are congruent, BE and CF are the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. They must be equal. Therefore, you write the solution. So, what is given? First, ABC is an isosceles triangle with AC equals with AB equals AC or AC equals AC. It is said that there are perpendiculars BE and CF are drawn to equal sides AC and AB. So, AB and AC are equal. Now, it is also given that BE is perpendicular to AC and CF is perpendicular to AB. So consider this is the first, this is the second given. First given and second given. Now you write in triangle AEB and triangle ACF, right? What are equal? AB equals AC, that is given. First it is from first. Then also you write angle A equals angle A equals angle A, that is the common angle. It is the angle of both the triangles. Angle A is the angle of triangle AB, and also it is an angle of triangle ACF. Then also one more angle is there, that is the right angle AEB equals angle AFC. Both are equals to 90 degree. That is from second. From second it is said that perpendiculars BE and CF are perpendiculars. Therefore you can write here A and S. According to AAS congruence rule, you can state that triangle. Therefore triangle AEB is congruent to triangle ACF. According to which congruence rule? According to AAS congruence rule. According to AAS congruence rule. Therefore here you can state that the altitudes BE equals CF. Therefore BE equals CF. That is according to CPCT you can write. According to CPCT, B equals CF. They are the corresponding sides of the congruent triangles. So you got that the altitudes are equal. Therefore altitudes are equal. The fourth question, ABC is a triangle in which altitudes BE and CF to sides AC and AB are equal. Show that triangle AB is congruent to triangle ACF, and also show that AB equals AC. It is triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, and it is the reverse of the previous question. In the previous question, isosceles triangle is given such that AB equals AC, and we proved that the altitudes are equal. In this question, altitudes are equal. We have to prove that AB equals AC. So you take down in the figure, that is the solution. In the figure, what is given? Altitudes BE and CF are equal. BE equals CF. Consider this is first. That is the given. Consider that is the given. You also write given that. Given that in the figure. Given that in the figure. In the figure, what is given? BE equals CF. That is consider first. That is the first. That is given. Now, write the names of the triangle ABE and ACF. In triangle ABE and triangle ACF. So write that first one, BE equals CF given. BE equals CF. That is from first given. Or you take from first. From first you can write also, and from given you take from first, that is given. And also you know that angle A is common here. Angle A equals angle A, that is the common angle. Angle A equals angle A, that is the common angle. And also here 90 degree angles are there. Angle AEB equals angle AFC, both are equals to 90 degree. Angle AEB equals angle AFC, both are equals to 90 degree. Why? It is given that BE and CF are altitudes. B and CF are altitude. Therefore, angle AEB equals angle AFC is equals to 90 degree. Then you can write that. Therefore, triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACF. Triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACF. So, the reason you can write, that is the AAS, here side angle side angle side angle according to AAS angle side congruence rule. Angle side congruence rule. You got that triangle AB is congruent to triangle ACF. Then AB and AC are the corresponding parts of the congruent triangle ABE and ACF. So you write, therefore AB is equals to AC. Reason CP CT. AB is equals to AC CP CT. So you got the first one and second one. This is the first one. This is the second. That is triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Got the result. Then the fifth question, ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangle on the same base BC. Show that angle ABD is equals to angle ACD. That you have to show here. So what is given? ABCD shown in the figure that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with the side AB is equals to AC, and also triangle BDC is an isosceles triangle with the side BD equals DC. Now what you have to prove here? We have to prove that angle ABD is equals to angle ACD. First you take this triangle, and you know that as AB is equals to AC, angle ABD must be equals to angle ACD, because they are the angles opposite to the equal sides. In this triangle also, as BD is equals to DC, angle DBC must be equals to angle DCB. They are the angles opposite to the equal sides. By adding this and this, you will get angle ABD, and by adding this and this, you will get angle ACD. Here equals are added to equals, then you will get the wholes are equal. Therefore, you take the solution here. Write solution in the figure. In the figure, what is given? Int AB equals AC and also BD equals DC. That is shown in the figure. You take, that is first one, that is second one. Given first one, given second one. Now you write the triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, as AB equals AC, that is AB equals AC, that is from first. It is given, now taken from first. Therefore, you can write angle ABC must be equals to angle ACB. Why? Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Consider this is the third one. First and second are given. So this is the third one. Now you take in triangle BDC. In triangle BDC. So BD is equals to DC. That is the second given. Right? That is from second. from second, that is also given. So again the angles opposite the equal sides are equal, that is angle DBC is equals to angle BCD. Reason you write angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal, that is that is the fourth. Now here by adding third and fourth, so you take by third plus fourth, take that is angle ABC plus angle DBC plus equals you write angle ACB plus angle BCD, that is by third and fourth. By adding angle ABC and angle DBC, you will get this angle EBD, that is angle ABD equals what? By adding ACD and BCD, you will get angle ACD. So what? Equals are added to equals here. Equals are added to equals. So you got the result that angle ABD is equals to angle ACD. Sixth question. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equals AC. Side BA is produced to be such that AD is equals to AB. Here this AB is equals to AC and also this AB is equals to AD. Therefore, all these three are equal. AB, AC and AD are equals. Now, if you take the triangle ABC as AB is equals to AC, angle B and angle ACB are equal because they are the angles opposite to the equal sides, and also they are equals to 180 minus the remaining angle BAC by 2. Similarly, in triangle ACD, as AD is equals to AC, the angles opposite to equal sides, angle ACD must be equals to angle D, and both are equals to 180 minus the remaining angle DAC by 2, and you know that sum of these two is 180 degree, and then you will get that helps to get the angle BCD is right angle. So you write the solution. What is given in the figure? Given that what are given? AB equals AC and AD equals AB. Therefore, you can write what? AB equals AC equals AD. Things which are equals to the same thing are equal to one another. That is first given, second given. From what? From first and second. Things which are equals to the same thing are equal to one another. AC and AD are equals to AB. Therefore, they must be equal. So, AB, AC, AD are all equal here. Now, you take the triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, as AB equals AC, you write angle ABC must be equals to what? Angle ACB. Reason? Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Therefore, here you can write that both these angles are equals to what? 180 minus third angle. 180 minus third angle by 2. 180 minus third angle divided by 2. So, you write, you need angle BCD. So you take this angle only, angle ACB. That is a part of the angle BCD. So you take, therefore, angle ACB. Why you have to take this angle only? We need this angle only because it is a part of the angle BCD. What we have to prove? As right angle. So you take angle ACB equals what? 180 minus the remaining angle BAC by 2. Consider this is the third, as already first and second are written. Which property is used here? That is the angle sum property of the triangle. Angle sum property. Angle sum property. Then you take in triangle ACD. In triangle ACD, here you have taken in triangle ACD as AC equals AD. As AC equals AD, write the angles opposite to this equal side. Angle ACD equals angle ADC. Angle ACD equals angle ADC. And the reason here, angles opposite to equal sides of angles opposite to equal sides. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Then you write, therefore, angle, which angle is needed here? You need ACD, that is a part of BCD. So you write, therefore, angle ACD equals 180 minus the remaining angle, which is the remaining angle, that is the angle CAD. Angle CAD divided by 2. Consider this is the fourth one. The reason you can take angle sum property. Angle sum property. Then you take this third and fourth. Now you take this, find LHS, add LHS to the LHS and RHS to the RHS. So you write by third plus fourth. That is angle ACB plus angle ACD. Angle ACB plus angle ACD equals, you write 180 minus angle, which angle? BAC by 2. Angle BAC by 2 plus 180 minus angle CAD by 2. So you write angle ACB plus angle ACD, both are equals to, you take 2 as a LHS, that is 180 minus angle BAC plus 180 minus angle CAD. Then you can write angle ACB plus angle ACD, right? Or otherwise, here the sum of these two, you will get a whole angle, that is the angle BCD. So write the sum of this angle, you will get angle BCD equals 180 plus 180 is 360 minus angle BAC minus angle CAD whole divided by 2. Then angle BCD equals 360 minus, you remove common. So you will get minus of angle BAC plus angle CAD whole divided by 2. Then it is angle BCD equals 360, and you observe the figure, the sum of BAC and CAD. Sum of BAC and CAD, you will get 180 degree because there is a linear pair. So you write 360 minus 180 by 2 because angle BAC plus angle CAD equals 180 degree as it is a linear pair, as because of linear pair, because of linear pair. Then you will get angle BCD equals 360 minus 180 is 180 by 2 degree, that you will get 290. Angle BCD equals how much? 90 degree. In this way you got the measurement of the angle BCD is 90 degree. Therefore you can write that, therefore angle BCD is a right angle. Is a right angle. Angle BCD is a right angle. You got the result here. Seventh question. ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle A equals 90 degree and AB equals AC. Find angle B and angle C. Here triangle ABC is given. Angle A is the right angle and AB is equals to AC. This much is given. So you write. It is very simple. You write, in triangle ABC, angle A equals 90 degree and AB equals AC. These two are given. In which angle A equals 90 degree means angle A equals 90 degree we have taken, and also it is given AB is equals to AC. So it becomes isosceles right angle triangle. Isosceles right angle triangle as AB is equals to AC. Now again you take the property of the isosceles triangle. The sides opposite to equal angles are equal. So you can take, therefore you can write angle B equals angle C. Why? They are the angles opposite to equal sides. Equal sides. Angles opposite to equal sides. Therefore you write, you know that both of them are equals to 180 minus the remaining angle by 2. Therefore angle B equals angle C equals 180 minus angle A whole divided by 2. Here which property is used? Angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle. Therefore angle B equals angle C equals 180 minus, what is the measurement of the angle A? That is 90 degree by 2. So you got, therefore angle B equals angle C equals 90 degree by 2. Therefore angle B equals angle C equals, both are equals to 45 degree. So you can write angle B equals 45 degree and angle C equals 45 degree. Angle B equals 45 degree and angle C equals 45 degree. In this way you got the angles B and angle C. Question number 8. Show that the angles of an equilateral triangle are 60 degree each. We know that in an equilateral triangle all the three sides are equal and all angles are equals to 60 degree. Now let us prove this logically with the help of the property of an isosceles triangle. Now you consider ABC is an equilateral triangle in which AB equals BC equals AC. Now you take solution. Let triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. You write in the figure. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle in which AB equals BC equals CA. AB equals BC equals CA. Now you consider first, here let us use the property of the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So you take as AB equals BC. As AB equals BC, you write as AB equals BC. Now let us take the angles opposite to the equal sides. Which is the angle opposite to AB? Angle C. is the angle opposite to AB, and which is the angle opposite to BC? Angle A. So angle C must be equals to angle A. What is the reason? You can write here, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Then as we take one more pair, BC equals AC, or also you can take as AB equals AC, you take as AB equals AC. So which is the angle opposite to AB? That is angle C. And which is the angle opposite to AC? That is the angle B. So angle C must be equals to angle B. That is the same reason you can write angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Equal sides are equal. Consider this is the first, this is the second. Then you write from first and second. From first and second. From first and second, what you can write? Angle A equals angle B equals angle C. So you write angle A equals angle B equals angle C, and also you know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180 degree. We know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals how much? 180 degree. That is the angle sum property of the triangle. Angle sum property of the triangle. Angle sum property of the triangle. Therefore 180 degree must be divided into 3 equal parts. Let us divide 180 into 3 parts. Angle A equals angle B plus angle C equals 180 divided by 3. So you will get angle A equals angle B equals angle C equals what? 180 divided by 3 is 60 degree. So you got angle A equals 60 degree, angle B equals 60 degree, angle C equals 60 degree. Therefore what you can write? The angles of an equilateral triangle are 60 degree each. Therefore angles of an equilateral triangle are 60 degree each. 60 degree each.